bipartisan party forward without getting the help from every single person in this room. I have a request for you. Remember, today I said, we are a movement. This is the movement. So my request for you is that we need to do everything that we have not done before to support our fearless leader, Bonnie Crombie. The energy is high. The energy is high. I can feel it on the stage, but we need to take the energy outside of this venue. We need to take the energy in Ontario. So to kick off this rally, I want to invite a few of our young Liberals to the stage for a very important announcement. Zach, Aksa, and Ryan, can you come up to the stage? Let's keep it high!
One more time for Andrea Hazel. Woo! Awesome, awesome. Well, hello, Liberal family. I'm Ryan Delir, the outgoing VP of Comms for the Ontario Young Liberals and Youth Chair for our leader.
I'm Zach Hatton. I'm thrilled to be here representing the Ontario Young Liberals of Peterborough!
And I'm Aksa Naveed. I'm here on behalf of Team Bonnie, and we are so excited about the job we're going to do today. We are going to unveil the new logo for Ontario Liberals. Let's get a drum roll going.
Our new logo is rooted in who we are, but designed to reflect how we individually show up.
It's about making space for every Liberal to celebrate their place in our province and to fight for what matters most to all of us.
We have a proud history and such a bright future. So, let's celebrate what makes every Liberal unique, and most importantly, what unites us.
Let's get this started!
Ontario Liberals, hello! Let's give another hand to AXA, to Zach, and to Ryan, and our new Ontario Liberal Party brand. Guys, just wait till we unveil our ads in the next couple of months, okay? My name is Darcy McFadden, and it's my privilege to introduce our esteemed leader, Bonnie Crombie. I first met Bonnie while I was sitting and entering data on her kitchen table, like many of these young Liberals I'm sure have experienced at some point in their life. Bonnie was running for Mississauga City Council as the long shot candidate. Like many candidates, especially the mums, Bonnie was doing it all. Making sure her 3 kids were ready for the first day of school, making sure her mom, Veronica, got to her healthcare appointment, and making sure her volunteers and her neighbors felt like she was championing the issues they cared about. And most importantly, she was making sure she put her dreams first. Her dream to give back and direct all of that energy into the people who matter most. So let's talk about that energy. To know Bonnie is to know you have to hustle to keep up. In fact, some of us have a nickname for Bonnie. Energizer Bonnie. Over the last 10 years, I've watched Bonnie give all of that energy to Mississauga to make her city better, fairer, denser, and more livable to work and raise a family. But like all of us, Bonnie's story runs deeper than first impressions. Her journey is filled with experiences that have shaped her into the formidable leader she is today. And formidable person, I should also add. It's a story that echoes the lives of so many people here in Ontario, filled with joy and sadness, with challenges and triumphs. Bonnie's roots are humble. Her upbringing taught her the values she carries with her today. From growing up in a multi-generational Polish family to navigating the ups and downs of her father's mental health struggles and balancing motherhood on top of an impressive career. Bonnie learned early the importance of perseverance and the power of community. And there is no better community than the one in front of me, you, Ontario Liberals. As Liberals, we're driven by our shared values: compassion, inclusivity, growth, and a commitment to lifting everyone up. That's what makes Bonnie a proud Liberal too. Bonnie believes in public health care, in the best public schools, protecting our environment, rapidly building more homes, woo, paying workers a living wage, and governing with integrity. Bonnie understands that a strong economy and sound management are not just goals. They are tools to allow us to deliver on our promises, to deliver more for you, the people of Ontario. But let me tell you my absolute favorite thing about Bonnie. She doesn't back down. Yeah. For the last 6 years, Doug Ford and his Conservatives have had the wrong priorities. Doug Ford is systematically underfunding and dismantling our public healthcare system. Doug Ford is sending care workers home without an adequate paycheck so they can't afford the basic needs to take care of their families. Doug Ford is cutting corners to make his friends richer. And while all of this has been happening around us, nobody has been able to stand up to Doug Ford, to remind him that he's gone too far and that his decisions have consequences. Nobody but Bonnie. So that's why we're here today, to join Bonnie in telling Doug, enough is enough. Ontario deserves better. Yeah. Ontario Liberals, this is our chance to turn things around. And I know, just as you know, Bonnie is just the woman for the job.
He worked day in and day out as a janitor at the Globe and Mail to turn that hope into a better future our family could rely on. He was my hero, a testament that hard work could build a better life. As an immigrant family, that simple idea is what kept us going, so that's what I believed in. I studied and I worked hard to build a better life.
That was the formula for success back then, and that formula just doesn't work for our young people today. They know that the people who are getting ahead in Ontario today, who are benefiting from this government, are wealthy friends and insiders. That average people, average Ontarians, can work hard, but they won't get ahead.
That's why I'm running for Premier, because I believe that hard work should pay off, and I promise to work hard to get more for you.
Mesdames et messieurs, please put your hands together for the leader of Ontario's Liberals, the person who has the guts to take on
Ontario Liberals! Wow. Thank you. Oh my gosh, what a room. There's always something special about a room of Ontario Liberals. The energy, the drive, the desire to do more for people. That's what drove Sean Kelly and his campaign in the Bay of Quinte by-election this past month. And I want to thank Sean and his entire team and every member of our caucus and this party that put their heart and soul into that campaign. Didn't Sean kill it? Coming a strong second place in a traditionally conservative riding sends a clear message that Ontario's Liberals are back. And we are the only opposition party able to take on Doug Ford. And that's exactly what we're going to do. You know, right here in this room is the best of Ontario. C'est la meilleure de l'Ontario. People like you who give up your time, your weekends with your families to be here, to talk about how we can come together as Ontario Liberals and do more for the people of our province. So, thank you for being here and for standing up for what matters. That's what being an Ontario Liberal is all about. We believe that by growing an economy that works for you, we can provide more of the services that you need. More healthcare, more education, more housing and roads and transit, more help for those who need it the most. We believe in the freedom to be who you are, to celebrate where you're from, to love who you love. To worship without fear or threat, and to do it in a province where everyone, every single kid has a fair shot at success. A province where our ERs are open, where you can find a family doctor who cares for you, where our educators are respected, not ignored, where no kid goes to school hungry. And where parents aren't worried about the rent or mortgage payment bouncing. A province where we protect our planet, work with Indigenous communities, and safeguard our natural environment for the next generation. So, how will we do all of this? We start by doing less for the rich insiders, the people who are getting ahead, while everyone else is falling behind. Less for Doug's buddies. Less for the people who are under criminal investigation. You know, those guys trying to sell off Ontario to the highest bidder, right? Shame, shame, shame. Less for the foreign-owned spas and billionaire grocers. We are going to do less for them so that we can do more for you. That Ontario should be a place where everyone can get ahead. Whether you came here 2 years ago, 10 years ago, or 100 years ago, or are indigenous to this land. It's simple, but it's not easy. Ever since Doug Ford and his rich friends got their hands on Ontario, things have been getting worse and worse. Our hospital hallways are crammed with patients who can't get care. 2,000 people every single day here in Ontario lay on stretchers, in break rooms, or in crammed corridors while they wait for hospital care. PSWs take care of our loved ones, but they can't pay for their bills. Parents pull out food out of their grocery carts in the checkout lineup, and then they hold their breath that their credit card will go through one more time. And then they pray they can stretch out the groceries, keep breakfast on the table, and fill up the lunch boxes until the next payday. 1 million families needed food bank support over the last year. 1 million. Here in Ontario. That is not who we are. That is not how things should be. People deserve more, and we're going to get it for them. Ontario's Liberals, we wake up every day thinking about how to do more for people. Doug Ford and his Conservatives, they have a different focus. They've spent millions of dollars talking about, well, me. But here's the truth. I wasn't born into a big political dynasty. No. I wasn't handed a multi-million-dollar company. I didn't grow up in a mansion in Etobicoke. My home was a rooming house near High Park in Toronto. My mother and my grandparents came here after World War II from Poland with little more than what they carried with them. They worked hard. Things weren't always easy, and we certainly didn't go out for fancy dinners, or take vacations, or even have a car. But we worked hard, and you know, we had enough. Like most new immigrants to this province, my grandparents instilled a drive in me to work hard and get a good education. And I took that to heart, studying at the kitchen table and taking the TTC to school. Hard work and education. That used to be the recipe for success in Ontario, and it can be again. There was a time in this province when we saw investing in education as essential to our shared economic success, as what made the opportunity of Ontario possible. After the chaos and the strikes of the 1990s, we invested in our schools. Our classrooms got smaller. Our educators had more resources. Full-day kindergarten rolled out, and it's no surprise we had a Liberal government in Queen's Park. But right now, people aren't thriving. They're barely surviving. And you know what? Doug Ford's to blame. I blame Doug for the fact that you're paying more taxes than you were 6 years ago. I blame Doug for the fact that you are spending more of your own money on health care than ever before. I blame Doug for businesses that are struggling thanks to lagging investment in Ontario. I blame Doug for our sputtering economy, for the healthcare crisis, and for the fact that you and your family are paying the price. The only people in Ontario getting ahead are Doug Ford's rich friends and cozy insiders. He's so obsessed with handouts and patronage that he's completely lost touch and lost sight of what actually matters. You. And the people you love, doing more for the next generation. All we have right now is a government that spends more than ever and does less and less for you. It's time to change that. It's time for a government that does less for them and more for you. More for you! 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 Moins pour eux et plus pour vous. You know, it wasn't until I was 48 that I first put my name on a ballot. I've worked for big companies in marketing. I became an entrepreneur, and I survived the challenges of raising 3 kids. But when I was first asked to run, like too many women, I said, "Don't be ridiculous. I'll find you the right guy." It's that instinct, Marianne. That's something else we need to change, right? But then they asked again and again, and eventually I said yes. And I served as a very proud Liberal Member of Parliament for Mississauga-Streetsville. That's right. And let me tell you a little story. So one day, I was heading into the old Globe and Mail building in Toronto, Remember the old one? They've moved since, but in that old building, teeming with white marble and brass everywhere. And that was where my grandfather worked for 40 years as the janitor at the Globe and Mail. And I remember how tired he would be, but how proud he was of the work he was doing. And it hit me like a wave as I entered that building to do that interview as a member of Parliament. I saw him there, my grandfather, bent over, cleaning the marble, polishing all that gleaming brass. And I thought, wow, in one generation, so much was possible for me, right? Because of hard work, but because of the opportunity of Ontario. And we need to get back to that Ontario. We need to restore that sense of real opportunity for this generation, right? Yes. So that's what we're here to fight for, right? But first, we're going to take the fight right to Doug Ford. Let me tell you, I've seen up and close, and maybe a little too personally, exactly who Doug is. As mayor, I saw how he was hurting people with his cuts to services and to cities, towns, and communities. Yeah. And that was just the beginning. And then a global pandemic hit. And I know we don't like to think about those dark days, particularly all the lockdowns, but I was fighting for access to vaccines, right? And that's when we started to see who the real Doug Ford is. A premier who imposed wage cuts on nurses and PSWs, and then wondered why our hospitals were so overwhelmed. A premier who sent more vaccines to ridings and to cities where his big donors lived than to areas with the most cases. And when I called him out, he called me names. And he called me over to his mother's house. Right? The big one. We've all seen it on TV, you know, where they hosted Ford Fest for their friends and their wealthy insiders. And then the premier, on the screened-in porch, leaned against the wall and asked, "Why aren't you ever nice to me? Why can't you say nice things? Everybody else says nice things." Tell you though, it sounded a little too familiar, like an echo from over the border, right? And I said to him, "Premier, I'm always going to call you out when you're wrong." I did it then, and I'm going to do it right now. Hey, Doug, hope you're listening. What you're doing to Ontario is wrong. Wrong. The way you're gutting the healthcare system is wrong. Yep. The way you're joking that people who are desperate for an MRI or a CT scan can go to a veterinarian? That is so wrong. It's disgusting. And the people of Ontario deserve more. More, Doug, and that's why I'm here today. Doug showed his true colors to me, and he has shown them to everyone in Ontario, if you take note. Because when Doug promised to carve up the Greenbelt and hand it over to his closest pals to pave over, you know those boys, the ones who brought the cash to his daughter's weddings and stags and does, right? Yeah, right? He made it very, very clear that he's not in it for you and never has been. He's shown us time and time again who he really is. A guy who will spend $1 billion to buy your vote. Thinking he can bribe you with beer in corner stores a year early. And say it's a great deal. A great deal for whom, Doug? The parents who have to drive over an hour to find an ER that is open for their sick baby? The people who are choosing between paying their rent or filling up their fridge? Enough is enough, right? This is not who we are as a province, and it's time to kick Doug and his cronies to the curb. It's time to do less for them and more for you. Every single time, Doug Ford has the chance to choose you, he doesn't. For 6 years, he's failed Ontario. He said he'd get it done. Well, boy, he's done a number on Ontario, right? After 6 years of Doug Ford, Ontario's healthcare system faces a deadly crisis. Your friends, your neighbors are getting sicker thanks to his reckless neglect. 200,000 people are waiting for surgery or an MRI or a CT scan in Ontario right now. 2.5 million people in Ontario do not have a family doctor. And while you're waiting in an overcrowded ER, Doug Ford is spending your money fighting nurses and PSWs over how much to pay them, instead of on a real plan to keep them. Instead of fixing healthcare, Doug spends his time on a $1 billion scheme to put beer in the 7-Eleven a year sooner. While he's obsessing about booze, 10,000 people in Ontario died last year waiting for care. 10,000 people here in Ontario. Enough is enough, right? It's time for a government in Ontario that's focused on you, on your family, on what you need to get ahead, your health care, getting you a family doctor. That's our first priority. Day one, job one, because it's urgent, right? We have to get the basics right for people to deliver on the opportunity of Ontario. Ontario should be a province where the economy works for everyone. Because you have a government that works for you and not for them, right? So, we are going to do more for you, more to get you a family doctor. More to keep ERs open. More for our students. More for renters who want to feel safe in their homes. More for young people wanting to buy their first home. More to grow our economy. We are going to make your life easier and leave money in your pocket. We are going to do less for them and more for you. Ready? Say it with me. Less for them, more for you. 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 Yes, and together we're going to fight for you to earn back trust, to earn every vote. We are going to fight for what matters. We're going to stop the giveaways, stop the sell-off of Ontario to the highest bidder, and kick the insiders out of Queen's Park. We start by digging in and finding that grit. Remember, we're grits. Yes. Knocking on more doors, making more calls, raising more money, and getting ready for the next election. And we're going to demand less for them and fight for more for you. Yes. This is who we are as Liberals. It's why we fight. It might be hard, even a little scrappy, but Ontario is counting on us. They need us to take this on, to make the tough choices, to take the fight forward and to win. They need us because they need less for them and more for you. Let's not let them down. Thank you. Merci. Miigwech.